everybody, and welcome back to Personal Training Unlocked. Again, I'm your host, Matt Mangle. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist, and I work out of my own gym just outside Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Now, today's topic, dynamic stretching part 2. A couple weeks back, we did part 1, and we included 3 dynamic warm-up stretches for the entire body as a way to get a good warm-up going prior to any exercise you do outside or something that you do before you do any workouts in a gym setting. Dynamic stretching, just to refresh memory, is a fancy way of just saying a stretch that goes through the complete range of motion of a specific joint or area or muscle area that has some resisted stretch in it, but goes through that full range, whereas a static stretch is holding one position in that range of motion, and then another, and another, and another, which just is more tedious, takes more time, and doesn't get you ready for action as well as dynamic stretching does. So, without further ado, part 2 of dynamic stretching. Today we are going to go over a passive and active calf stretch, which also works the plantar fascia, the connective tissue on the bottom of the arch of the foot, which is a great preventative stretch, not just for exercise or activity, but in keeping our feet healthy, which will keep our Achilles tendons healthy and our calves healthy, so we have less chances of pulls, injuries, and so on and so forth. The next dynamic stretch we're going to do today is going to be a trunk rotation stretch with a way of anchoring the lower body to get a more effective stretch in the obliques, external and internal side abdominal area, the pectoral muscles, the shoulders, and shoulder blades, as you'll see later on. And then also we have a third dynamic stretch, which today is going to be a lying on your stomach or a prone position. And we are going to be doing an activity for the shoulder blades, so activity for the posture muscles. So, 3 dynamic stretches coming your way. Stay here. And we're here. We're on the floor now, right? Big transition. So, here we go. First of the 3 for today, dynamic stretches. The calf passive and active stretch. So, I'm going to move my ball out of the way. Leave that joke right there. We'll be using that later. So, the calf stretch. We're going to be in a high plank position or push-up position. Okay. Our ass is not up in the air. We're right here. Almost level. One leg crisscrosses over. Okay, the pinky toe of the one foot is against the outer ankle of the bottom foot. And I'm going to let that left leg get that stretch. I'm going to now hike my hands into my body, legs up high, trying to get the foot that's on the bottom of the crisscross heel in contact with the floor. Okay? So from another angle, my left foot, heel's almost on the floor. You get that good stretch. Hold that for 5 or 10 seconds. Bend the knees, touch the floor, back into it for a couple seconds. Let's do 5 to 10 of those. Okay? And then we'll repeat with the other side. So we have that passive 10-15 second stretch into the active 10 repetitions of bending the knees, relaxing the calf, and then coming back into stretch, relaxing, coming back in. And we're going to switch to the other side. So 10-second hold, 10 of the active, bending the knees, putting the heel back on the floor, bending the knees, heel back on the floor. Then the other side. That's the first one for today. The next dynamic stretch we're going to do is a trunk rotation with an anchor. We're going to use a ball. You can use a basketball, you can use a pillow, you can use whatever you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lie on my back. I'm going to put this ball to my left hip here. I'm going to put my left leg flat on the ground. My right knee's 90-degree angle. I'm going to bring it across. Let me slide back here. I'm going to drape it on the ball. So I have, this is perpendicular, right? A right angle. Arms are out to the side. Okay? My leg's not down here. I'm up here. Get that good stretch. From this position, since my right leg's on the ball, my left leg's relaxed, my right arm is going to come across. You're going to actively touch your left hand and then open back up. As you open back up, do not let this knee come off the ball. So you may not be able to reach the floor. That's okay. Get that chest stretch. Come back together. I also call these guys alligators. Obviously you can see, or Pac-Mans. Pac-Woman for that matter. Take your time. We're going to do 10 open and closes here. And then we're going to switch. There we go. That's pretty smooth move there. Right leg flat. Left knee up. This one's a little tighter on me. I'm going to come across with the left arm. Open back up to where I can. We're going to get 10 of these guys. Okay? So an active trunk rotation. 10 one side, 10 the other. Pac-Man's alligator arms, Pac-Woman, woman alligator arms, whatever you want to call them. Okay? And then the third exercise, prone position, lying on your belly. All right? It's kind of like the, you'd want to do a chalk outline at the end of the workout. This is kind of how people end up when after working out with me. No, just kidding. So, prone position, heads relaxed, chin's tucked, forehead's on the ground, or you can put a pillow here. What we're going to do is, I'm pulling my shoulder blades down towards my butt, chest is out. I'm going to extend up, crisscross the arms, pull those shoulder blades down to the butt. You'll notice your hamstrings and glutes work too. It's almost like you're swimming. So if you want to, you can even bring the head up and down. All for the shoulder blades. If we get distraction from the neck, keep the head down. We're going to go for 10 to 15 of these guys. All right? So, 3 dynamic stretches as the second part that we just did today to the first part a couple weeks ago. Active, passive calf stretch. Active, somewhat passive, but more active lateral trunk rotations. And the posture swimmer guys in prone position. So, that is this installment, this episode of Personal Training Unlocked. As always, please subscribe. We don't have enough people to have the URL yet, so let's go, people. Spread the word, all right? We need some more subscribers. We've got to get to that magic 100 number to be able to have youtube.com/Personal Training Unlocked. Until then, search Personal Training Unlocked, hit subscribe, tell a friend, have them hit subscribe, make them, and hit the bell so you get some notifications of when we put these new things up here. We're going to get rolling with more and more of these as we go along here with the summer coming up. As always, you can also follow me at Mangle Strength on Twitter, at Mangle Strength on Facebook, at Mangle Strength on Instagram. I got to get better with that, but I'm trying to be more active. Reach out to me, ptunlocked@gmail.com, ptunlocked@gmail.com. Send me questions, send me topics you'd like me to discuss. It'll help me out populating this channel as well, or leave me a comment on the YouTube page. It's great, all right? So, this has been Personal Training Unlocked. Keep on lifting.